What up? So, yeah, all of these bizarre animal deaths. What's up with that? No, seriously, um, it's baffling. I don't know. I'm, I'm kind of thinking maybe a uh, certain something has to do with this. I'm, I really don't know. I can't say. Um, that certain something I'll link in the description bar. Um, but yeah, it's like what the fuck is going on? Um, I mean, most of these mass animal deaths haven't been explained, and it's really concerning me. Um, I mean, the only the only viable theory that um, that it has any um, logical merit to it, um, and an explanation, would be something that a friend of mine and I were discussing um, rather recently, and that is the possibility that um, at least why dead birds and fish were washing up on beaches would be possibly because um, of earthquakes underwater, releasing certain gases that were below the surface that would be um, fatal um, to fish and birds. It goes into the water and then the fish die from that, and it it continues to go up into the air, and the birds overhead die from those gases as well, fall into the water, and then dead birds and fish wash up. But so far, that's the only thing, and no no scientists can have verified such a thing. So I don't know, but I was just reading this on Daily Mail, and I'll link this in the description bar as well. Um, 200 starlings found dead, but this time there's no mystery. U.S. government admits to poisoning birds in South Dakota. Um, the bizarre trend, the bizarre trend of mass animal deaths around the world in January has been as baffling as it is disturbing. Agreed. Um, it started on New Year's Eve as 4,000 birds crashed to Earth over a 1 mile area of uh, Beebe, I guess, I don't know how you say that, Arkansas, and was followed by tens of thousands of fish washing up on a riverbank in nearby Ozark. But rather than proving to be isolated incidents, they were the first in a long series of oddities that have seemingly defied explanation, or at least some of them have. Um, so, the latest occurrence saw 200 starlings drop from the sky in Yankton, I guess that's how you say it, South Dakota, but with local authorities were baffled. I guess that should say where local authorities were baffled, or when. The government stepped forward to claim responsibility. It was initially believed that cold weather may have caused these deaths. Stupid. Um, but then Yankton police received a call from the USDA, uh, United States Department of Agriculture, stating that its officials had poisoned the birds. Uh, some 5,000 of the birds had been terrorizing a feedlot 10 miles away defecating in the feed meal and posing a threat to the animals and farm workers. And apparently the stupid fucks at the USDA thought the only the best solution would be to poison these birds. That's about as fucking stupid as the Bible story of the flood. I'm pissed off at what these people are doing, so I'm gonna just kill them all. Really, that's the best solution? Dumbass. Anyway, the USDA decided killing them would be the best action to take and laced bait with poison DRC-1339. I don't know what that is. Apparently it's poison to birds. Officials were surprised the birds made it so far before dying, but they have assured townsfolk that the poisoned birds do not pose a risk to nearby animals or humans. Yeah, like anyone should trust the USDA. Anyway, the Yankton mystery was solved quickly, but many similar incidents remained unresolved. No shit. Mass bird deaths, ranging in numbers from dozens to thousands, were reported in Arkansas, Alabama, Louisiana, Kentucky, California, Italy, and Sweden. Mass fish deaths have been reported in Arkansas, Maryland, Chicago, New Zealand, and Brazil. The trend has also hit Britain, with over 40,000 devil crabs washing ashore along the Kent coastal, while hundreds of fish were found floating lifelessly in a Greater Manchester Pond. Both those British examples were attributed to extreme temperatures in a very cold winter, and some of the U.S. incidents have also been explained that way. I don't buy it, but anyway. The deaths of 200 cows on a farm in Wisconsin has been attributed to pneumonia or a similar disease, while the deaths of thousands of turtles, in the Italian town of Faenza, I guess, was attributed to overeating. Wow. Okay. Other rational theories floated for the various incidents, but much of it is guesswork, and any vacuum of facts conspiracy theorists are sure to tread. Oh, and in any vacuum of... Anyway. On the website prisonplanet.com, run by Alex Jones, dug out evidence of bioterrorism. Quoting a 1997 interview with former U.S. Defense Secretary William Cohen, in which he stated, terrorists are engaging in even an eco type of terrorism, whereby they can alter the climate, set off earthquakes, volcanoes remotely through the use of electromagnetic waves. End quote. Oh wait, no, not end quote. Members of internet forum Mayhem Makers brought aliens into the argument, with one post called Devil Johnny writing, "I'm not saying the alien conspiracy is true, but I'm saying the people need to start thinking on their own. You believe anything a man in a suit tells you." Agreed. Even Mayhem Marker pessimists got in on the act when another poster, Wall Smoth, said 2012 is coming earlier, referring to the ancient Mayan prophecy that the world will end on December 21st, 2012. Just another dumbass that doesn't do his research. Let me clear something up real quick. The Mayan prophecy does not fucking state the world is going to end and everyone's gonna die. Okay? The end of the Mayan calendar simply states the coming of a new age, and the Mayans predicted a spiritual um, ascension or uh, awakening of awareness, if you will, in 2012. Not basically the end of the world as we know it, sure, um, but not as in everyone's gonna fucking die. So if you believe that, you're stupid. I mean, the world could end tomorrow. Um, as in a lot of people dying. You know, a super volcano could erupt, like in Yellowstone, or a meteor could hit the Earth. But any claims that the Mayans had the ability to predict a certain date when billions of people could be wiped off the face of the planet, no. Um, yeah, anyway. But while it is easy to dismiss the conspiracy theorists, some are closer to the mark than others. Alex Jones posed the question, could secret government testing be responsible for the carnage? Could be. He said, electromagnetic scalar weapons that can artificially manipulate the environment could be responsible for the mass die-offs. We know for a fact that over a decade ago, the U.S. military industrial complex was aware of and involved in the testing of such technology. The U.S. government has been repeatedly caught engaging in illegal bioweapons tests over American skies and have maimed and killed not just animals but humans. The given history of governments across the world performing unwitting experiments on their populations, the number one suspects in such cases should always be government. I don't know whether to agree or not about that. But anyway, as this conspiracy nuts would say, just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they aren't watching you. Valid, I guess. Jones may have got his workings out wrong in this instance, but he somehow stumbled on the right answer. So yeah, I'll provide a link to this shit, and I will provide a link to what Alex Jones and I guess I were talking about. Unfortunately, I mean, it's kind of stupid to say. I mean, it's completely stupid to say that the information someone is presenting is invalid because of the person presenting it. If the information is valid, then the information is valid. And it doesn't fucking matter who presented it. So that's what I gotta say about that, I guess. So, yeah. Let's continue to watch this progression, this bizarre progression, and hopefully it stops, and hopefully we can figure out what the fuck is causing it, and if we can, hopefully we can put a stop to it. Anyway, have a wonderful life.